I think my food's here. All right, peeps in the Discord, I am going to switch over to Google Meets. Link is being sent out in trading chat. Okay, 1 second, they're ringing my doorbell. Was. All right, everybody's being accepted. Going over to Google. Google Meets trading chat. Holy but jeebers, Batman. I ordered Chipotle, and I put in the notes for it to be left at my door so I could just come and get it whenever there's a break. And the guy's staying at my door, and my dogs did not enjoy that. So get resituated here. Still need to send out the link to my YouTube. Alrighty. All right, before we begin trading, we as in me pushing the buttons, remember that trading news is risky. Don't blow your account on one trade. That is stupid. Happens a lot. I've done it many a times. It's no fun. Okay, so listen to my experience. It's no fun. And it took me a long time to figure out that I need to stop gambling on news. Now I can come to news days and see it more as an opportunity of volatility more than a, quick flip on a contract or something like that. So, just trade carefully. It's not worth it if you're going to blow an account. There are tons of opportunities every single day in the market. Maybe every week. So it's not worth it to blow accounts. So don't do it. Don't be silly geese. Okay. With that said, I'll go ahead and see what the news said. Federal funds rate right on track, 5.5. So a 0.25% increase. Do not have projections, which is going to be pretty important. Unless this is it. September statement. All right, let me adjust here. Here we are. Let me get the Streamlabs. Thanks for the subscription there, Amazon Beauty. Alrighty. So, recent indicators suggest economic activity has been expanding. Job gains have slowed. Unemployment is low. Elevation for inflation, obviously. Banks are tight. So tighter credit conditions for household and businesses are likely to weigh on economic activity, hiring, and inflation. So blah, blah, blah. They want to reach 2%. They've decided to keep the 5.25% to 5.5% target for now. The committee will continue to assess additional information and its implications for monetary policy in determining the extent of additional policy firming that may be appropriate to return inflation to 2% over time. The committee will take into account the cumulative tightening of monetary policy, the lags with which monetary policy affects economic activity, inflation, and economic and financial developments. It will reduce its holding of Treasury securities and agency debt and agency mortgage-backed securities as described in its previously announced plans. The committee is strongly committed to returning inflation to its 2% objective. In assessing the appropriate stance of monetary policy, the committee will continue to monitor the implications of incoming inflation for the economic outlook. The committee would be prepared to adjust the stance of monetary policy as appropriate if risks emerge, it sounded like I said risk submerge. Risks emerge that could impede the attainment of the committee's goals. The committee's assessments will take into account a wide range of information, including readings on labor market conditions, inflation pressures and inflation expectations, and financial and international developments. So they are not lowering, but they did keep the same percentage. Conduct standing overnight repurchase agreement operations with a minimum bid rate of 5.5% with an aggressive operation limit of $500 billion. Conduct standing overnight reverse repurchase agreement operations at an offering rate of 5.3%. Reinvest into mortgage-backed securities the amount of principal payments from the Federal Reserve's holdings of agency debt and agency MBS received. Okay, so all this mumbo jumbo. I'm no economic advisor. I don't even know what I just said. I'm not a macroeconomics major or whatever, right? I don't care much about economics. I am a day trader. I see price action. I like pretty colors. I trade. I'm good at it. So this is a little over my head, I'll be honest. Basically, what I do know is that when the Dixie or the dollar gains value, that is because the dollar is a risk-averse security. Okay, so it's kind of like a couple of years ago when everything was fine and dandy. These crypto coins can go bonkers, right? Because crypto is risk on. The market is risk on, but not as risk on as crypto. So let me switch the stream over to the charts. We'll take a little look at what I mean. All let's change Google Meets over to the charts. So because the dollar is risk off, when the dollar gains value, that means the market's going to go down. That is because the markets are going to underperform the dollar, especially at 5.5%, or that's the federal funds rate. But the dollar is gaining value. So if I look right now, you see how the market's shot up. If I look at Dixie, the market shut down. The Dixie shot up. So the dollar gained value because it didn't lose value when we stayed the same. Ultimately, we want that number to be at 2%. We're very far from that. And so the dollar is going to keep gaining value. Well, if I look at the macro on the dollar has shot down, but has increased and stayed at its volume. It actually filled a fair value gap here. And, if I was looking at it from a technical standpoint, change of character, dollar up, monthly is about to get into this fair value gap, daily hit all these fair value gaps, dollar up. I'd be pretty bearish on the market as a whole. And now saying that, I know NQ's at its all-time highs pretty much, and ES isn't too far away. But basically how to, digest this information is that when the dollar goes up, and I sometimes use this in my trading, when Dixie is going up, I can pretty much guarantee that NQ is doing the opposite. So NQ is going down. So as NQ is going up right now to get into this fair value gap, Dixie is starting to go down to get into this fair value gap. So from a bias standpoint, us not losing value on the dollar, kind of a nothing burger. If anything, it means the dollar is going to go up in value, and NQ should be going down. Now, with that said, we have FOMC press conference here in 15 minutes. So nothing really to be doing there. Keratin says, is 50 people in here like the video? Are you asking for people to like the video? Because I agree. People should like the video or the stream. Leave a like if you enjoy and subscribe if you are new. So that is that. With that said, probably not going to be doing much until 2:30. I'll take a look at the charts. But this isn't really anything I want to be a part of. Double inside bars on the 5-minute after news. So thanks for leaving all the likes. Up to 70 people watching. This is my most viewed stream, so I appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoy, and I do want to start streaming on YouTube more consistently. Obviously, the people in my Google Meets get it at no delay. YouTube has just the, right now my stream says 50 seconds and real life is 30 seconds. So like a 20-second delay. So there's still a lot of value in being in the live trading group. But I do want a YouTube stream so that people can learn. That's what I'm here for. That's why I don't, I will never, I shouldn't say never, but probably will never go exclusive. Because my goal here is to help people learn. I don't, I don't make as much money on YouTube or Discord as I do trading. So I want people to learn and learn how I did it, hopefully without losing as much money as I did. So with that said, leave a like on the video and subscribe. Up to 26 likes. That's huge. You're in BP with me? Did I buy BP? I don't think I bought BP. What do you mean BP, Keratin? Oh, blueprint. Got it. I was like BP buying power or BP oil like the company. Yeah, I don't live trade in BP. I only live trade my server. 27th? What do you mean, Beazle? Oh, Beazle, good to see you, man. Fear Brandon. Beer pong, yeah, that too. A lot of buying volume. Well, there's just a lot of volume. I wouldn't call this buying volume. And again, another like key mental hurdle that I had when trading was not every move is indicative of a trend. So, for example, if we go up here, it doesn't mean that we're in an uptrend now. In fact, it could very well mean we're going for a further downtrend. For us to go up, we have to go down. For us to go down, we have to go up. What that means is if we run out of sellers, which we have right here, right? We've ran out of sellers here. So where are sellers sitting? Well, they're sitting at a discount. They don't want to buy at a premium. They want to buy at a discount. So they're going to come here above the 50% level, more than likely. If it's less than 50%, it means even more so that the trend is strong. If it's a 382 reversal, it means that it's a very strong trend. If you've watched my Fibonacci video, you would remember that. So when we come out, right, and we retrace up to this golden zone, that is where sellers are getting in. That does not mean that we are flipping trend to go long. So anyway, hi Jesse, love your calls. Thank you very much. What are your trading hours normally? I perform best between the hours of 9:30 and 11. So for the crew that trades live with me daily, well, 4 or 5 days a week typically, I typically start around 9:30 and end around 11, sometimes earlier, rarely later. I have over 2,400 tracked trades, and I know that after 11 o'clock, my production is no bueno. If I trade during power hour, that's okay. It's pretty similar to my 9:30 to 11 trading in terms of statistics and percentages, but I trade only 9:30 to 11 because, number one, I make plenty of money during that time to not have to sit around for an extra 6 hours or whatever, 5 hours, and try to make more money. And number two, this is the only career where you can lose money if you keep trading. So a lot of people only think of the upside. They only think about, hey, if I trade for 8 hours a day, I'll make more money than if I trade 2 hours. And that is absolutely not true. You can easily give away your profits just as much as you made them. So finding that sweet spot is very important, and that is my sweet spot. I have another person at my door. We bought all the rest of the baby stuff that we need. I wonder if that's what that was. Oh, no, it's just a car. So we're just chilling here until my boy J Powell speaks. Morgan says the longer you trade, the less their time is worth too. Absolutely. I did this career. I was a firefighter for a very short stint. Loved it. But I did this career to trade time for money. And I don't need to keep, giving away my time for money. Hey, Jesse, thanks for all your great calls. Been banking with them over at Wall Street Profits. Just have another account this week. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And remember, when you hit buy or sell, it's all you. It's not me. I just give my trade ideas and my trades. They are not buy or sell signals. So what you did is what you did, and you can be proud of that. So good job. Very good job. By the way, if people are in here in my server, the Google Meets link is in trading chat. That way there's no 20-second delay here. And it will auto accept you. How long have you been trading? A little over 2 years. Well, actually almost 3 years now. Made the switch to full-time last January, so almost 2 years full time. But I always tell people that it's not about how many months or years you've been in it. It's about how many hours you've put into it. When I was in my first year learning this, it was probably, no kidding, probably 4 to 7 hours a night, just looking at videos, looking at charts, back testing. So it's not about, you don't need to be trading for 10 months to be profitable. You can figure it out in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. It just matters how disciplined you are, how much time you're willing to give it. Ezra, that answer is in the link in my description. Michael says, thanks, bro. Ricky says, in the car business now, and I desperately want to get out of it. Get some time back with my family. 4 kids working 50, 60 hours a week from 8 to 8. No bueno. Absolutely not. Yep. This is, if you have downtime and you're able to trade, like I said, trading has opened up opportunities for me that I had no idea was possible. I actually ran a social media marketing agency for maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Made that full time and quit that to actually go to be a firefighter because I was working sun up to sundown. Life is more than that, absolutely more than that. And trading, especially prop firms, can open up that door. You can look at, in your situation, Ricky, if you're not able to scalp, swing trading with options is something you can do where you don't necessarily have to be glued to the swing or glued to the screen, but still able to participate a little bit. But yeah, 4 kids and a family, you definitely want to be home more, I'm sure. Ranger Chip, if you can send me a DM on Discord, I will look into it. Let's see. Alama says, any resource recommendations for beginners? I have a whole suite of educational videos on YouTube that are available for free. There's also a ton of other videos. Don't buy a course unless it's from somebody you know and can vouch for. There's a lot of people who like to sell stuff and don't know how to do anything. Alex says, how come you don't trade on Friday? Friday's rather Shabbat? Do you mean Sabbath? I don't know. Usually I golf on Fridays. Pretty simple. Friday mornings. I only trade 4 days a week. So in the winter, I'll probably, it's TBD, but I'll either take off Monday or Fridays. Probably Mondays, but we'll see. And part of that is the whole work-life balance. Another day with family or hanging out with friends or what have you. And sometimes if I'm not doing anything, I'll trade 5 days a week because I only trade for a couple hours in the morning. But yeah, that's why I don't trade Fridays golf. Need the swing, not able to scalp. Thanks for that. Yeah, Ranger Chip, I don't know which server I'm in with you, so if you can send me a DM on Instagram on Discord, then I can let you know, or you can hit the link in my description. Robert Griffin, I do trade live, link in the description. Ricky says, I've dabbled, but it's hard to pay attention. Learned the hard way this year about FOMC meeting and CPI reports. I went from 2 to 5K and 30K and lost it all on a surprise Biden meeting. Yeah, there's a lot of issues to unpack there. Number one is how you lost 30K in one trade, but I'm sure you've learned your lesson with that. Zach, I do not. I live in Ohio, so we're starting to cool down now. Probably another couple weeks, but honestly, I'm kind of ready for golf season to end. Ready for that to end. I'm from Cleveland. We have a guy on my server that's from Cleveland, or the Cleveland area. I played golf with him earlier this year. Good people. Hopefully, I feel for you if you're a Browns fan. That's what I'll say. Absolutely got too cocky with some plays. I went full port on 2 calls for SPY and Tesla, and they both tanked, of course, after a bad CPI report. Couldn't close the trades fast enough. Yeah, news has cost me more than I'd share to admit, or well, admit to share. It's just not worth the gamble. It's literally 50-50, and trading is not a 50-50 area, right? So, but the thing you can take solace in is that you took your account from 2.5 or 2 to 5K to 30. So, slowly but surely you can do that again. It is possible. You did it once. Digest some food here. Literally have eaten half of a bagel. Chop, how are you in here twice? Yeah, Amazon. I'm a Nick Chubb fan. I don't have him in any fantasy leagues, but he seemed like a good guy. I feel for him. All right, press conference. Make sure you're out of trades you don't want to be in, and in trades you do want to be in. So let me show you guys this. Here's Dixie. JPal is live. Ranger Chip, you DM'd my bot. Wicked, I'm trading NQ. Ricky, what is your day-to-day strategy? Most of it's the strats, some of it's ICT. If I'm swing trading, it's strictly strat. Ooh. NQ is comparable to QQQ, correct? It is tech stocks. Yeah, Ricky, correct. NQ is the big brother. QQQ is the little brother. It's exactly the similarity of SPY as to ES and SPX. They're all following the same ETF to an extent. All right. Still in a 1 minute fair value gap here. Nicholas, the Expo Toolkit is public. It's in a video labeled my own indicator on here. A Boogs, does Qs follow ES2? Nope, it does not. It is the Qs in SPY. Qs follows NQ. There you go, Mac. Thank you. Mac's got it for you. Looking long. Maybe. Maybe not. Kind of chopping until he says a keyword, I guess. All right, he is done speaking. He's answering questions now. All right. Watching this short here. He just said the word raise rates, so expecting some shorts here. All right, close that whole fair value gap there. No clear trend yet. Yeah, I'm neither right now. Yeah, those Tesla calls would have printed. Although they had a big move at like 1 o'clock out of nowhere. Must have been news. $2 minutes till it's 2:45 here. Leaning more bearish than bullish right now. Probably gonna wait until the new 15-minute candle. If this goes 2 down, it's a wrap. It's gonna be short the rest of the evening or afternoon, I guess. Jason says I'm ready to jump in a trade. That eagerness is what's going to cost you money. You can't be emotionally ready to get into a trade. You have to see what you want to see. Right now, I don't see anything I want to see. That's why I'm not in a trade. Last minute here. Leaning towards a long now with this failed 2 down. Bounced off a VWAP there. Above the 14 EMA, so only looking for longs until we're back under. That VWAP rejection. That's pretty bearish if I've seen anything bearish before. 5 minutes bullish, 15 minutes meh, bearish if anything. Big wick. Ready to go short here. Just want to be careful. Under that 50 level, that's key. I'll take the next 2 down. Setting a sell limit at, or a sell stop at 38.75. All right, I got in that 20-point stop. All right, taking 15 points there. Ooh. There's 2R, or sorry, 1R. Hard stop loss break even. One minute left on this 5-minute candle. 15-minute is 2 down. They're already closed. Yeah, but, well, this one's definitely closed. This one is not as strong as a untouched one in my eyes. New 5-minute low here. Limits in at 2R, 40 points. Close, not yet. It's got to break 300. There it goes. There's partials off 2R. Oops. All right, now I'm in very partials. So next trim at 4R. Still stop loss break even. I am starving. Ooh, YouTube's going crazy. I'm on December, maybe. Alex says, how are you starving? You just ate on that dump. I did get some good cash on the dump. But I also haven't eaten anything more than half a bagel. So here's your periodic reminder to leave a like on the YouTube video if you are enjoying. Entices me to do more of these. Remember, YouTube has a 20-second delay. The only way to not get a delay is the Google Meets, which is open to everybody in the server right now. So I'd love an outside bar here. Also, since I have a lot of people here, does anybody know how to time up this timer with what is actually the 1 minute close? It's about like 5 seconds off, or 7 seconds technically. Ah, yes, that. How do I do that? I assume it's my computer. I have it set to set time automatically. That's what I want, because that's what I have. Oh. Okay. Understood. Want to see this low be broken here. 5 minute close coming up. Want to see this broken. Go, go, go. All right, grab some Q puts here. Want to see this outside bar close and break here. 1 minute left on this 5 and 15-minute candle. All right, Q trims 0.40. And stop loss break even. Letting this 15-minute fair value gap close. I think that's all this movement is. Anything much over 1750 is spook. Love to see this 5 minute be a 2 down. I don't want anything else. Astro, I am. Just not in anything except for the positions I'm in currently. I'm not adding into anything yet. "22 seconds on this 5 minute candle. I want to see the next one go 2 down. Man, this chop. 15 minutes of it. Sitting at the 300 level, this is the problem. Need some friends here to push us down. We grabbed a lot out of this 1 minute fair value gap, I think. But we need some more friends. Come on. Keep going. Just has to hold under 300 and it's good. It's good to 250 probably. But it can't. When this 5 minute goes 2 down, it's floodgates open. There it is. I have limits in at 0.5 for the Qs trim. That was filled. Got a hold under here on the 5. Next 5 minute needs to go 2 down. I'm okay with it filling this fair value gap. So up to here would be okay. All right, we are balanced. We plummet under 250. Like, absolutely plummet. Let's see. If this 15-minute can close under this fair value gap, I'm pretty confident that this trade's going to be over 100 points. There we go. That's what I want to see. Keep going, though. Keep going. There we freaking go. .58 trim, 0.57 trim on the Qs. I have a limit in for that 4R trim. There's 80 points. Trim filled. What is going on with my account here? 0.65 trim, 0.64 trim. Let's see what I got filled at. 6.5. Here we go. That's that level. 250. Under 250, this one's gone. It's a goner. It's 80 points already. This is exactly what I want to see. 20 seconds on this 15-minute candle. All right, gotta check on my swings real quick. How am I down on Roblox puts? Oh, I'm not. Today was a good return. Okay, never mind. And Uber puts. Still needs to break that 50 level. I see it up here, not breaking. Shola says since it is wicking at the bottom, doesn't that mean it has a good chance to go back up? It does. I'm not afraid of it going back up. Up to 90 would be continuation. Would just close the fair value gap. It's breaking right now. Do you buy micros? I don't understand size enough to be capable to keep trimming for the big moves. Sometimes I start with minis and then buy more micros after trims. So like, say I enter. There's a 5-hour trim, by the way. Say I enter on with 2 minis. If I want to keep in the trade, I'll sell 1 mini, buy 5 micros. That way I'm not buying 5 extra micros worth of commissions unnecessarily. 0.91 trim on. 0.95 trim on the Qs. Oh, I'm about to get 100% actually. 1.01. There's 100 points on the Qs. All right, next trim's 140 points. Down at just below 200. Jared says stay short on QQQ, your choice. You can go against this train, step in front of it. Up to you. Brian said this is ugly. I mean, gorgeous trade, but the market's dead. Yep, indeed. Just think about switching to micros with the same size I normally trade, but with minis. But I'm going to implement that instead. Yeah, it's up to you, man. I mean, gotta test some stuff out, paper trade it, see how it works, and go from there. These Q contracts are well over 200% now. Do we have news tomorrow? 8:30 news. 9:45 news on Friday. All right, moving my stops up to 70. Shola, do you think it would react under 15,200? Do I think it would react under 15,200? I mean, under 15, under this level, it should be Dump City. I mean, I don't know if, yeah, we haven't even been down here since the contract changed, so it's kind of hard to find the TA on it because it's just going to be chop. If I look at NDX, you know, technically it says we were here on Tuesday, but we weren't. Tuesday in the 19th. This also says it's delayed. I don't know why. Oh, because we were here. So under here's 50 points, and then under that is probably this level here, another 50 points. It's probably just another one of those days where, oh, reach. I couldn't see the H because of the emoji on here. Do you think it would reach under 15,200? Probably. Just depends on what it needs. If it needs liquidity, then no. If this is it for it, then like if I get stopped out here, then that's it. I gotta start looking at the overnight swings anyway. Definitely leaning short for these overnights. take a look for these overnighters. Pinterest shorts. AMD might be a swing short. I think I'm going to buy some meta swings short. Target would be 285. So because this is where having some options knowledge is important. So the 285s are $5.10. I do not want to be in that heavy. So what I can do is buy the 280s, or sorry, the 285s, and sell the 280s. And that it gives me a put debit spread. Cost is $1.30. I get to be equally as close in the money. My max loss is $1.30. My max gain is $3.80 because that's the difference between the strikes. And that is what I'll do. And I just got filled. Okay, so for overnights though, this is just so bloody. Just a bloodbath, actually. I don't really want to be... Don't want to be super short. AMD next month could see 90s. Looking at the 95.90 call or 95.90 puts for next month. Just got filled at 110. Okay. I'm looking at probably Microsoft and AMD puts for overnights. Man, Apple might be a good swing too, but it's not actionable yet. Oh my, NQ is eating. I haven't even looked. I thought I got stopped out. Okay, I'll take a trim here at 90. Call it 150. 7.5. Holy smokes, man. Okay, doing too much. Man, I didn't even expect this big of a dump. I'm over here doing swings. Doing pretty well over here, though. DraftKings up 20% already. 1.02 trim. Okay. All right, just doing some admin work, hanging out here. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the description. The chats. Um, okay. Let me see. Lima, how often do you do a live trading? It's kind of TBD on YouTube. On I do live stream with my zero funded crew 4 days a week, typically. Dang. There's another drop. $367 puts are super in the money. I'm gonna close at 1.7. I don't even want to risk it. Risk getting assigned. Mir, I was following your alert on Meta and AMD. Price seems different on Webull. It's possible it moved. Thank you for live trading. Help to avoid FOMO and be patient. You're very, very welcome. Meta is down 6.25%, and AMD is up 3.85%. Make sure you're looking at the right side of the cons. They're all puts. Or are you talking the swings? Oh, you might not have the overnight trades. I think you're talking about the swings. They're both spreads, so you have to be able to do spreads. So a put debit spread is buying the 285 and selling the 280. So that's what you mean. QQ, do you trade CL and GC as well? Used to. Haven't lately. But I used to. It's definitely possible in the mix. I just have to be better about looking at them, I guess. Oof, MU. Let's see how liquid these are. Buying the 70 puts on MU. 0.71. 0.72 actually. Alrighty, that ends it. Pretty long stream for today. Do you use EMA or estimate? EMA, it's only the 14 EMA. These are just for swings. I only use like the 9, 20, and 50, 200, I think. But hey, thanks for coming out, YouTube, and people in my server and Google. Thanks for coming out. It was fun. Lots of money made. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out here and call it that. Really, really good way to end the day. I'll make sure